So I'm Alex Smith. I grew up in Jupiter, Florida. I went to FSU for 4 years where I was a triple major, finance, professional sales, and marketing. And at the time, all my friends were taking these 50, 60K, 70K year jobs, and I wasn't going to any interviews. So I felt like I was just, kind of going to be a screw up in a sense, even though I had 3 majors. And luckily I got introduced to solar by someone that was out in California, and he was out there. He said he made $10,000 his first month. I didn't have anything else lined up. It sounded cool to move away from California, get away from everyone I knew so I could change up my environment, change the people I'm around, because I know if I stayed around with those guys, I'm gonna keep partying, doing the wrong things. So I didn't have any money, I didn't come up with money. So I borrowed $4,000 from my grandma to ship the car up there. And that also paid my security deposit for the rent, but the rent was about $1,500 a month for my portion. The Bay Area, if you don't know, is very expensive. Walnut Creek is very expensive. And so it was basically a do or die situation. So I literally deleted all my social media, stopped talking to any girls, and I spent the next 3 months with my head down, no drinking, no smoking, no nothing. And after a 3-month span, I was living on a pool float for the first month, no furniture. It was very not glamorous at all, and definitely had a lot of friends and family kind of reaching out to me like, what are you doing out there? Knowing I didn't have a salary or anything because I didn't have enough money to cover next month's rent. But I put my head down, I really focused on what I wanted to do and who I wanted to become, more importantly. And 3-4 months became a manager of the office. Ended up seeing a lot of success in solar. I knew sales is where I wanted to be. I just happened to be getting highly underpaid at that place, but you don't know what you don't know. And then I switched over to another company, was a regional manager there. Had 3 offices between Walnut Creek, San Diego, and then I finally decided to start my own thing in Florida with Spartan Solar. So learned a lot from a lot of high-level leaders, and very grateful for all of them, everyone that came into my life, because it allowed me to have the knowledge, the relationships, and the network to, I think, build something really amazing with Spartan Solar. We have an absolutely amazing team. I'm so focused on putting everything back, all my resources, everything I have back into the company and back into our people, so that we could be at events like this, like Knockstar. We can go to Driven events, we can go to 10X GrowthCon. Just really bring us and put us all in the best position to where everyone knows that if they're getting better, they're gonna be happy. Once you focus on personal development and becoming a better human being, like just a little bit every day, people tend to be a lot happier. So that's like one of the big driving forces for me, is just adding that to everyone's lifestyle, make it a part, personal development, a part of their day. And then now it's crazy to see how much we've just kind of rocket shipped up. We've had Taylor McCarthy out there, we have the Knockstar training, so our guys gonna level up with the best in the industry. And in a very short period of time, we basically tripled our production. And now on top of that, we're going up another 25–30% the next month. So it's really fun to see. And I think with the people we have in line, like Serge and everyone else, we're trying to build the brand, build everything else. I think we're gonna take this thing to the moon. So there's one line that always stuck with me from Zig Ziglar, and it's, you can have whatever you want in life as long as you help enough people get what they want in life. So once I realized that, and it's not what you make, it's what you become in the process, those 2 things are guiding principles for me. So one of the biggest focus for me and what's really fulfilling is helping people that were in these situations where they're not getting paid well. They want to work hard, but there's really no level or place they can get with their work ethic to make more and create a better life, financial freedom. And so my favorite thing is bringing people in to a really good opportunity, teaching them everything they need, as long as they're coachable, they have a good attitude, and they're willing to put in the work, seeing them succeed and seeing them make $10,000 a month, $20,000, $30,000 a month, $40,000, $50,000, seeing them do that and seeing them realize their goals and what they set out to do is by far the most rewarding thing. Like, my own paychecks are always fun, but it literally does nothing for me in happiness. Like, it doesn't make me any happier, but seeing other people get their first big paycheck, help their parents out, whatever they do and hit their goals, that is exciting. And I think everyone should do it. Everyone should focus on helping other people, because you will get whatever you want in life in the process. So biggest struggles for me, luckily I cut out all my distractions when I first started with solar. So I was very dialed in, but I would say the biggest continuous struggle, and I think this is different for everyone, so by no means it's something you have to do, but I realized I was kind of going on the cyclical. I'd do really good and then I would have bad months. And then even though I was making a ton of money, like I remember I made over $100,000 for the first time in a month, and I wasn't happy at all. And I was like, this is weird. Like, I'm doing really well, I'm successful by anyone's standard, but I was not happy. And so I realized, like, the one thing that was really just keeping me up and down was drinking. So drinking, once I really came to that conclusion, I already knew it for a while, that was the thing that would bring me down in the dumps, and I wouldn't show up at 100%. I don't think I was the right leader for people. You know, your guys will do half of whatever you do, and they'll pick up twice the amount of bad habits you have. So once I completely decided that I'm Alex Smith and I don't drink, everything changed. I no longer have ups and downs. I'm very focused every single day. I have a lot of clarity. And so that has allowed me to give my team the absolute best version of myself. And so I would say that right there was one of the pivotal things I've done in my career, because I have the training, I have the skills, I have a lot of the other stuff I need. I just had to cut out a few bad vices, and that's different for everyone, because that one was really negatively impacting me and my success and my happiness. Yeah, so the lifestyle I've been able to create is just one of freedom. I get to control my time. A lot of people think that means you work less. For me, it means I work more. So I'm grateful to be able to work more and work for myself and cut my own paycheck. And so the lifestyle for me is I was able to buy my mom a house. That was a big goal of mine. I didn't come from money. My parents didn't have money. She was living in a rental, splitting it with my grandma. So one of the big goals for me for a long time was just be able to buy her a house and take away that one burden off her plate. And so when I was finally able to do that after about 3 years, it made me realize I could change a lot of other people's lives. And so now I could do whatever I want. So, I mean, I have a long way to go. I have a long way to go for sure. But when I want to go on a nice vacation for 3-4 weeks with my girlfriend, go to Lake Tahoe, go to Hawaii, I can do that. When I want to take my guys to a cool event like this, I'm able to do that. And it's purely because of this job and the opportunity it has, where if you're willing to put in the work and you want it, and you really want it, because at the end of the day, I can't want it for you, only you can want it for yourself. You can make as much as you want, and that's like one of the few places you can make a weird amount of money so you can help out your family and really actualize everything you want and live the lifestyle you dream of. So if someone's looking to start out in a similar business, I think the most important thing is 100% commitment. A lot of people chase shiny objects, a lot of people jump around job to job, and they never get good at anything. I see it all the time in my business. I've seen it with friends in other industries, and they never take the time to develop the skill set to where they become more valuable. They think the grass is greener somewhere else. And when you think the grass is greener somewhere else, you're always chasing that next lot of land. That's always gonna happen. So if you can just commit fully to something and get really good at it, if you end up switching companies or going somewhere else because you're amazing at what you do and because you find a better opportunity, that's the right way to do it. But if you're gonna be the guy that goes half-ass, halfway in, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, you're always gonna be that guy, and you're never gonna actually get to where you wanna be, because you're not taking responsibility for your life. You're saying it's someone else's fault that you're not where you wanna be. So short-term goals for myself, this year I want to earn $1 million in personal commissions. So nothing to do with team and anything else like that company, just personal work. I want to lead from the front with that aspect. Short-term goals as well, I want to develop a really good relationship with my girlfriend. I want it to be something special and unique. We create and support each other. Long-term goals, I want to see Spartan Solar at 100+ sales reps within the next year, 2 years, get to 200, and there's no reason we shouldn't be doing 1,000+ jobs a month. And I want to be able to be responsible and help create financial freedom for a lot of people. I want people to know that they can start their own business, and I want to allow people the opportunity to own their own office, run their own show, and become the person they want to become, and I just want to help them get there. So my long-term goal is to grow this business as big as possible and to literally invest every single dollar that's made right back into the people until this thing is unstoppable. This is gonna be a big 6 months. We are dialed in. Our processes are not perfect, but they're close to it. We have the right mentorship, the right leaders on all aspects of it. And so I think the brand, we got Serge the Creator out here. We got the personal brand is gonna be filled up. I don't have the time to create the content. I don't have the time to do this. So having the personal brand, get all of it, extract everything from me, extract everything from our company and post it out so people can see it. Building up our exposure is gonna be a big thing over the next 6 months, so that we can go from being 20, 30-man team to a 100-man team. And I believe that's very possible the next 6 months. That's really where my main focus is right now.